Hi folks, and welcome to this episode of Michael's Backyard Marina. If you've been following me, you'll see that I did pull this motor out of an old Silverline, like a 1986 Silverline boat. It's a 140 horse Merc. It was stuck, it will not move. So I've had it underneath this tarp sitting out here for the past couple weeks. I'm gonna set up in the back of my yard Jeep so I can back it up to my shop, and I'm gonna start taking it apart, take the top end off, just so I can see what's going on in there, just to see how stuck it was. Because keep in mind, this boat was last registered in 2010, so it's probably been sitting for no less than 9 years. So I'm curious what's going on inside, what caused it to get stuck, how much rust is inside there, and if it's salvageable, because it would make a nice, everything else on the block and everything's really clean, it's not cracked. So yeah, if I can get it broke loose, put some new rings in it, put some new main bearings in it, and glaze break the cylinders and put me and then I can take the valves out and I can relap valves and make it have some really good compression. Might make a good spare motor for me. My motor in my boat right now is a 120. This is a 140. I ain't gonna turn down 20 more horsepower. So let's get it in the back of the Jeep and let's get started and see what's going on with this bad boy inside. I'm gonna do it over the course of probably several nights because it gets dark early now and we're starting to get deep into the fall. So let's keep watching. Let's see what we find out inside this bad boy. Hi folks, and welcome to this episode of Michael's Backyard Marina. If you watched my videos from a few weeks back, I had an old Silverline boat that I scrapped out, but I did pull a 140 horse Mecruiser out of it first. Some people have said, made some comments that they thought I gave up on it a little too quick because the engine was stuck. I've sloshed this thing around a little bit. It sounds like my son made a confirmation here just a second ago that there's water pretty much, I think, in the crankcase. And when you look underneath here, this cap here, there's rust on top of the rockers. So I have a feeling this was exposed to a lot of moisture, a lot of water, and sat outside for probably 10 plus years. But I'm gonna pull it apart, I'm gonna look inside, it might be salvageable. The cool thing I like about this one is the RPMs are 4,200 to 4,600. On this one, on my 120 horse, it's only 3,800 to 4,200 RPM max, wide open throttle position. So this one has more horsepower, more RPM, which means more speed with the same prop. So I'm kind of excited to see what's inside here and to see if eventually I might do a motor swap, but we're gonna wait and see what's inside here first. So I'm gonna start off by taking the intake manifold off, then I'll take the valve cover off, then I can get all the head bolts. Once I get the head bolts off, we'll look inside and see how rusty this thing really is. And then I might flip it upside down and pull the oil pan off and look at the bottom side of the block just to see what we've got. I'm doing it all this redneck style right in the back of my old yard Jeep here, just because I want to be able to transfer it and move it around easily, and maybe scrapping it all out anyway. So let's get busy. I'm not gonna do this in slow-mo, I'm gonna do this in fast-mo. So is that a thing, fast-mo? It's a new thing, it's fast-mo. It's not new, I'm making it up on the spot, what the heck. All right, stay tuned. Circuit breaker engaged. All right, folks, we didn't have to dig too deep before I found the problem why this motor is stuck. Look at that. I'm guessing there might have been some water stuck on the top side here, which sounds like it seems pretty wet. And booyah, blown, cracked, whatever you want to call it. It's got a crack here, it's got a chunk missing out there. The other two pistons are up, so I can't tell what's going on there, but so that block is junk. Game over.